Hello everybody, Crusher Callan here, and today I'm playing Ark Survival Evolved. And in this episode, I am going to be showing you guys how to beat the Rockwell boss. So, this is a really easy method in both fighting the boss and getting the artifacts. So, let's get straight into the video. It might be a bit of a longer one, but you'll just have to bear with me because there's a lot of information to get in here and a few important points. But overall it makes the process a whole lot easier and is definitely worth the time and effort. For example, I've even done this on official small tribes where I did not have any tech grams at all, so it's a great help. So let's get straight into the video. So, as most of you are probably aware, the AB artifacts are pretty much impossible to get. Two of the caves, the glow tower and the one in the bluish pink biome, are almost guaranteed to be blocked on every official server. There will always be a turreted base in one of the two. And then the third artifact, the one deep in the pink, is just a pain to get to. But with the release of Crystal Isles, these artifacts are actually now available on the new map and in much easier locations. So that's the first part of this tutorial, how to get the artifacts on Crystal Isles. So let's get straight into it. So you need 3. Artifact of Shadow, Depth, and Stalker, I believe. So the first one is here in the redwood, top left of the biome, 14.825. And a good way of finding it is this big sheer cliff over here. It's basically directly out from that. So what you want to do is you want to go straight underwater. I'd suggest taking a fast tame. And you want to find these big long structure things like these just here. I don't know what you call them, but they're pretty obvious. They're pretty different to the area. And if you just head into here, you just come straight in, and there will be a big crystal. Right beside that crystal will be the artifact. Here it is. So here's the artifact. Right here, 13.724, and that is the artifact of the Stalker. Now, do be careful, as there can be dangerous tames. I encountered some eels and pleasies, so you can take a bit of a tough dino, but as long as you've got something quick, you should be just fine. So that's the first of 3 artifacts. Let's get over to the second. Alrighty guys, we are back and we are now located at the second artifact, which is the honey cave, the bee cave. Located at 31.2, 31.2 here on the map, pretty close to where the previous artifact was, so let's get into it. So what you want to do is you want to enter the honey cave. It's pretty hard to miss. You'll hear bees violently humming and lots and lots of beehives, honey, and they're absolutely everywhere. It's pretty hard to miss. There's multiple entrances. There's one at the top and 2 on either side. It is pretty hard to miss. So what you want to do is you want to follow this ramp going down. It's located towards the center of the cave, and it will just be this ramp that just arcs down and down until there's a big pond. So what you want to do is you want to take your ichthy or water tame you used to get the first drop and chuck it out in here. Now what you want to do is you want to hop on it, and there will be 2 big holes. One is devoid of anything, it's just rocks and absolutely nothing. And the other will have crystal and coral and lots of other stuff. This is the one you want to go down. So basically what you want to do is you just want to go straight down here. It's one way. There is absolutely no way of getting lost here. The only trouble is you may go straight past the artifact. It can be missable, but as long as you follow the ground, if you see some oil veins, you're getting close. And if you go past oil veins, then you know you've gone too far. So if you just keep coming along, there's still oil, and if you just come over here, here is the artifact. So be careful with this one. You might need a scuba tank. You can be left underwater. On official, I personally just went down here with flippers and a tank. I did end up running out of stamina, so do be careful. But I definitely recommend a tame. There are absolutely no spawners down here, so anything as cheap and as low health as an ichthy will do. So this artifact itself is at 32.324.4 here on the map, and this is the artifact of the depths. Let's get over to the artifact of the shadow. Alrighty guys, I am back and I am currently located at the 3rd and final artifact to complete the Gamma Rockwell boss. So let's get straight into it. So this one is located at 25.1, 70.3 in the snow. Still not too far of a fly off of the redwoods biome, especially if you've already gotten the 2 artifacts over there. So what you want to do from this is you want to go and find this massive cave system. It is pretty much impossible to miss. It's in the very middle of the snow biome. There will be big floating orbs everywhere, massive crystals, and an absolutely massive cave. So what you want to do is you just want to fly into the cave with whatever flyer you've got. It's pretty friendly in the actual cave itself. Outside can be a lot more dangerous, so you do have to be careful, but generally this is the easiest one to obtain. So you just want to fly down here, and just in the middle of the cave, sitting before this big glacier wall, is the artifact. That is the third and final artifact to complete the Gamma Rockwell. Right, so now we've got the artifacts. All you got to do is find a drop and upload them, or even just transfer your character and head over to Rockwell. But you will first need to get prepared. So let's get into that. Alrighty guys, we are back, and we are now on Aberration with everything we need to do to complete the Aberration boss fight. And by the way, don't mind that Beyblade bloody rock drake up there. Don't know how that happened. Alright, so let's get straight into it. So what you need is a set or 2 of flak, depending on how good it is. I'm using 2 prim sets. If you're using good durability sets, you might only need 1, but taking a spare is always a good idea. You'll need a shotgun with a varying amount of ammo, and I'm going to say at least 190 damage. On official we use 200 damage shotguns, and they did alright, but if you can get better, definitely use better. If you don't have better than 190 and you've got 180, 160, you will need more ammo, and that might vary, so you might have to make the decision yourself. But just for an idea, 3 of us with 200-ish damage shotguns, we used maybe about 400 ammo. We each had 200 each, so that goes up to 600, and we probably had about 100, 150 ammo left over. So if you're going solo with the same damage shotguns we had, I'd probably suggest 600 to 700 ammo. But if you think you're not going to have enough, always go with more. You're always better off having more ammo and overkilling the boss than not having enough. And like we did, you can always go and use the shotguns to PvP afterwards anyway. So it's really not too much of a deal if you get too much ammo. And you will also need your 3 artifacts and cactus broth. You will need at least 4 cactus broth, maybe even more depending on how long you're going to take. Cactus broth is the most important thing in the boss fight, as it renders Reapers, Nameless, and all of the other boss spawns completely useless, and basically makes the boss way easier. So cactus broth is a must. You need it, and you need to make sure you keep it on at all times, which you guys are going to see in a second. So you can make all this on Crystal Isles if you want. If you've got a base on Aberration, you can also do it here. So the cactus broth is really easy to do on Crystal Isles, because obviously there's cactus on Crystal Isles. Don't mind me, I'm just going to kill this thing. So you can get the cactus broth quite easily on Crystal Isles, as there is cactus on there. All you need is a cooking pot and a whole load of berries. But yeah, everything else pretty much you can just get on abs. So let's get into it. So chuck the artifacts in. Gamma starting now. We're going to do it solo. I'm going to turn GCM off. I will be dying of radiation here actually. So I'll just worry about the stats off. Just for now. I'll probably could have brought hazard down. So you don't actually have to come down here either. We just did a little drop. Single player's bug. You can only do it at the terminal down the very bottom of the map. But anywhere else you can do it at the top. Alright, so here we go. We're loading into the boss fight. Alright, so you actually find the radiation goes off here. Drink up your cactus moth. Here comes Rockwell, the sexy beast. So don't start shooting yet. You gotta wait for his whole roar thing to be done. He does a bit of a roar and tries to press it. Right, so I'm not sure if I can actually turn infinite stats off. I guess we'll find out. So let's get into it. So, basically, the whole premise is you just run around, get as close to the tentacles as you can, and do exactly what you think you're doing. So with a 190 damage shotgun, it's like 5 shots to kill a tentacle. And then the idea of the boss fight is you just run around and shoot all the tentacles. So obviously this goes a lot quicker with more people, but it is still doable solo. So I'm just going to quickly turn up speed so I can get around quicker and do it. So a good idea as well is to leave the closest tentacle to him for last, so that you can actually do damage when he's weak. So just 2 more to go, and then now we turn slow-mo down. If you've got multiple people, you want to bring everyone around the front here. You want to take down the tentacle, and then you want to let the boss fall down, and you can start shooting. And as you can see, the damage is pretty insane. It does not take long at all, as you'll see in our replay. It did not take long for us to do it all. So it's just gone down, tentacles are back up again, and you just rinse and repeat. Now these are your main enemy. They're the only thing that the boss actually can hurt you with. They do a little bit of damage, but the main thing is they break your armor really quickly. So ideally you either just shoot them or just run around. They're pretty slow, you can get away with it. And so you just keep going with the boss. And so what the cactus block does is when you get to the later stages, it actually stops things like nameless and reapers and that from attacking. So we're not there yet. I'll just put this speeder up so we can get to that stage. And also he will do some more tentacle slaps and zappy sort of things at the later stage of the boss. Alright, this is the first stage. He's going to start spawning things in there and he's going to start doing his zappy attacks. And he's going to start slapping everyone with his tentacles. It doesn't make it that much harder. All you're going to do is shoot the tentacles with a zappy, they die, and just try not to get too close to any of the nameless. So if I just go into slow-mo 1 here, you'll notice that the nameless have not got any idea what to do. They're just running around, they're not helping the boss out whatsoever. And that premise is exactly the same for the Reapers. The Reapers will run around not knowing what to do. And the only case in which you'll ever get something attacking you is if you go right up into their faces and either aggro them, like I just did there, or if you're some sort of a terrible shot and hit one of them instead of the tentacles. But yeah, so I think this has summed up just about what the boss is like. I'll chuck some footage up of how it was official to get a fairer idea of what it's actually like in the moment, and you also get the super cool ascension at the end as well. But yeah, so that's the basic idea. If you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like, and if you've got any feedback, put it in the comment section down below. And hopefully, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!